Today, the Frenchman might have asked the Spaniard what the secret is to winning the Champions League without winning the championship. Arsenal have been finding form on British soil too. In contrast, Liverpool are still finding it hard to find the net. 12 years ago, Fowler scored a 6-minute hat-trick against Arsenal. The same today would have suited him very nicely. At Highbury for us, Jonathan Pearce.
The dethroned European kings come to one of the usurpers coveting their crown. For Arsenal, though, the immediate need is to close the 5-point gap to the Champions League qualifying positions. Just one change from the Real Madrid epic. Jose Reyes has a hamstring strain. Adebayor comes in. They revert to 4-4-2 and have won 5 of the 7 games following a European tie this season. It's Liverpool's 50th game of a wearying campaign. They haven't scored on their last 4 visits to London, and only Peter Crouch of their misfiring striker stays in, with Morientes and Kuhl joining Fowler on the bench. Cisse axed completely. Hamann and Kronkamp come in, with Hyypiä returning for Traore. Kleb to Adebayor. Beyond Carragher, and opens things up to Henry. Wheezes beyond Kronkamp, into Ljungberg, lovely. Henry tried to pass it into the back of the net, but it was a wonderful Arsenal move. Ashley Cole still awaits an Arsenal and England comeback. Here's Henry to run Hyypiä, who wisely has given up the chase and is trying to cut down the angle, and still he hasn't got there. Henry, Adebayor, good chance, bad miss. Liverpool will be concerned with the ease in which Henry beat Hyypiä. He couldn't get back, and Arsenal should be ahead. Here's Kleb. Fabregas. Oh, it's a lovely ball to Henry. Inch perfect, Thierry Henry goes for it. Oh, what a goal! That is sublime. He keeps scoring them. A majestic goal. That is one of the finest goals you'll see all season. From the back, they played their way out. Look at this pass by Fabregas. Absolutely pinpoint in its accuracy, and the finish, curling, deft, supreme accuracy, supreme confidence, the supreme player. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. He's his biggest fan. Number of Arsenal bodies back. 9 players behind the ball. Come in with the cross. Oh, free header! Well, Arsenal may have had 9 players behind the ball as that move built up, but they still gave Peter Crouch far too much room. And that is a bad, bad miss. And here's Fabregas. And Debuwe again coming forward. Adebayor, Pires making the run off him. Oh, here's Debuwe, chance for Arsenal second. Tried to find Pires and cleared away by Finnan. Didn't want to go for it. Tried to find Pires, chance lost. Debuwe. Oh, that's a good effort. Oh, fine strike by Xabi Alonso. He hasn't scored since the belter at Luton from inside his own half. Here they come again, Warnock, Gerrard. They've been the better side since Arsenal's goal, really. Oh, and a jumped challenge there. It was Toure who went in. He got caught, but he was jumping into the challenge. Toure came flying in, but he did win the ball as he hooked him with his right foot. It was just the lunge that was worrying. Here's Gerrard though for Liverpool. It was bending. Closest they've come. The Liverpool side battling with Manchester United for second and automatic Champions League qualification, and Arsenal simply battling to get in those top four positions. Here's Henry. When he gets it back, Pires. Henry to his left-hand side. Found Thierry Henry for the second. Oh, wide! They break forward at such speed. Henry's first touch took it a little bit away from him. He just bent it right. Fabregas is enjoying such a good spell of form. Kleb, Arsenal purring at the moment. Back to Henry. Couldn't beat Reina again. Couldn't get the shot away as the defender came back at him with a sliding challenge. Good flick by Fowler. Here's Kewell. The cover was by Toure, though he turned his back for a minute on Harry Kewell. Fabregas goes over, no free kick. This is Gerrard. Lehmann hasn't got it away. Garcia follows up. And Liverpool have the equaliser. And Arsenal have paid for their failure to kill off the game. Arsene Wenger fumes. Why wasn't a free kick given there, he says. Gerrard's shot was swerving. Lehmann could only punch it in the air. The shot had tremendous strength, but the punch went straight up into the air. Could the goalkeeper have done better? Luis Garcia followed it up. Pires. Fabregas, was he fouled that time by Xabi Alonso, and a yellow card is produced. It was a foul, a yellow card has been produced. Quite why the Arsenal players have to surround the referee and make further protest, I don't know. Bergkamp shielding it away from Huppier, no foul. Xabi Alonso to Luis Garcia. He's been a more potent force against Flamini. Kewell to take on Eboué. Luis Garcia, oh, good effort. And he's appealing for a handball, I think, by Flamini. I think he believes his shot struck Flamini. I don't think he had a case. Henry. Gilberto making the run to his left, left to the right. Liverpool drew them in to the spider's web. And now can break Xabi Alonso, just cut out by Flamini. Caught late by Xabi Alonso, who's going to have to go here. Already booked. Second yellow card. And the Spaniard is dismissed. Now, was that a worthy second yellow card? When you see the replay, you can clearly see his legs went from underneath him. Accidental more than anything else. Eboué. Kleb. Xabi Alonso joins an illustrious list. Oh, that's a terrible back pass. This is Henry. Henry scores. What a gift. Steven Gerrard, what an error. And Henry milks the applause, while Steven Gerrard can think, what have I done? The sending off had nothing to do with it. Terrible back pass. Henry, second of the game. His first was a beauty, the second was a gift. Arsenal's lead is restored. Thierry Henry's 19th league goal of the season. Fabregas into Henry. Gets across his man, Finnan. Henry. Pires! Off the post! Clean sight of goal. Perfectly placed by Henry, but not by Pires. Freddie Ljungberg back in the dugout, having gone off injured in the first half. Henry to Pires. Fabregas blocked off. Well, he played for it and got it. Henry stands over the free kick. He scored a hat-trick against Liverpool in April 2004. And he came very close to getting another one. Saved by Reina. Henry swung a languid boot at the free kick. That's a good save. That was a fantastic performance. What a pass for the first goal as well.
Well, I know Thierry. He's a quick man, and with his power he can always break the defense. And I always try to find him in this kind of balls, even more Highbury, because the pitch is perfect. So that's what I tried today, and it worked well.
Rafa, you're clearly unhappy with the sending off.
Yeah, for sure, because watching the replay, Xavi slipped over, then it was really clear, and the referee was seeing the ball in another direction, and then it was too quick. He showed the yellow card. Is unbelievable.
How big was this win?
It was really important, obviously, with the result of Spurs yesterday, and although the result was still behind us, it was more than important to win, and it was a very long time we didn't win back-to-back.
Well, it takes a fairly big man to come down and talk to us after what's not been a very good week for you, really.
No, not really. Obviously going out of the Champions League in midweek and a disappointing defeat today. But you know, if there's anyone to be blamed today, it's me. We could have went away today and nicked the draw, but I've made a stupid mistake, so you know, I hold my hand up and it's my fault. Yeah.
Just been a great week for us, and very encouraging for us as well, because this team looks to become better and better, you know, and they found belief back. They are developing really a spirit, and it's very interesting to watch.
Arsenal started like a train, but Liverpool caught them before giving the game away again. Graham liked the cut of Arsenal's kids. Do go up. All in all, Arsenal will be in good shape to face you next season, won't they, if they carry on like this?
You can see they're frightened of us already, can't you? They're preparing well. They're fabulous. I think they are the most aesthetically pleasing team to watch in the country, week in, week out. They're fabulous to watch.
And you've played their kids, haven't you? You played them in the Cup this year.
Yeah, we played them, their Carling Cup team, as it were, and we were just amazed, all of us, how quickly they broke and how incisive it was. You'd be attacking, and then the next minute the ball would be on the edge of your box, and we even commented from our corners that, you know, on 2 or 3 occasions we ended up chasing 80 yards, and we were thinking of the value of just kicking the corner straight out for a goal kick, because we were safer defending the goal kick than trying to score from our corner.
There's a few managers. That's tactical now. That's why you are where you are, thinking of stuff like that. What about the Henry goal? I mean, you even the best players, even the best players make horrendous mistakes. You can't legislate for it.
Yeah, and I think if you look at that with Gerrard, I think it's because he's such a good player that he passed it back. When he received the ball, he was looking forwards to try and pick somebody out, and he couldn't find anyone. And then he doesn't want to give the ball away, but ironically, he gives it straight to a man who, you know, as soon as he receives it, he's going to score. There's no problem.
But it seems to me that Henry just lurks there. He seems he's deliberately waiting for it. But this is it.
Someone of Henry's quality is always thinking, so they're sort of, you know, more likely to get on the end of those sorts of things. But very unfortunate for Stevie Gerrard.
So the Benitez very unhappy with the red card that Alonso got. This was 2 yellows making a red. What do you think of the first yellow?
Well, I mean, the first yellow undoubtedly is a yellow card. You see Fabregas there, he sort of stops and just flicks the ball, inviting the tackle, really. But Alonso doesn't half go through him, he leaves quite a bit on him. And then here, the first touch by Flamini is a poor touch. Alonso changes direction, both his feet go, and he brings him down. The referee only sees it in the corner of his eye. I think he sees Alonso clatter into someone, sends him off without really knowing what the facts are. And what disappointed me was the linesman's about 10 yards away and didn't make any attempt to intervene and actually say, look, he's fallen over, because he just thought, well, the ref made his decision, I'll let him get on with it.
As well as being a fantastic finisher, Henry has obviously got a role to play in advising the younger players. Just look at this crafty little word he has, very neat this, as Fabregas is being interviewed after the game. Smart stuff.
Were you fouled for the Liverpool goal?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Probably I was, yeah. That's why I went on the floor.
That's what you need in your team, isn't it? Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. The damage from this weekend, Man United have pegged Chelsea back to a 15-point lead at the top of the Barclays Premiership. United are now 5 clear of Liverpool in the race for 2nd place. Arsenal up to 5th, just 2 behind Spurs now. Sunderland, Portsmouth and Birmingham have been in the relegation zone together, not particularly happily, for over 3 months now. A win for Birmingham yesterday would have moved them up to 17th, but they're still 3 points short of safety following that draw with West Brom. We'll finish with 2 good, 2 bad. Here is how you deal, referees, with dissent and bad mouthing. This is Phil Dowd. Come on, come over here, son. Get some milk over. Come on, I'm going to give you a flaming good talking to now. Here's my card. It's a yellow. Don't understand what it's for. I'll demonstrate. Here we go, yak, 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 yak. That's it. And he throws everyone else out of the way. That's how it should be. You get the impression with Man United that Gary Neville might get on some of the other players' wicks. Wayne Rooney's obviously had enough here, but I'll shut him up for good. There, knocks him right over. Let's have another look at that. Takes aim, fire. Gary Neville walks away thinking, no, I can still talk, I'll be fine. Wayne says to Rio, I'll do it harder next time. I'll shut him up for good, I promise you. Here is how you deal with a well-struck ball, by the way. Never mind with your forehead, just get it with your top of your head, just like that. Bung, up in the air. You just remember where he lost his car keys, that fella, with that bang on the head. Ronaldo kisses the ball, if you don't mind. Not his badge, he kisses the ball. Well, that's fine if the result's good, but no, it's absolutely terrible. Anyway, we have football, the great leveller. Nobody's immune from a bad day. The Dutch master, look at this. Go on, hit it. Oh, all right, then don't. Scoop it out of the way with your hand. Here he goes again. Go on, Dennis, bury it. Oh, all right then, just balloon it over. And then the great, the peerless Steve Gerrard just puts Thierry Henry through, absolutely superbly. The great leveller, as I say.
Now, just a minute.
Go on.
We've got a 2 good, 2 bad of you.
All right, go on.
From yesterday. I think we're going to
Go
show it now. Look, there he is, Dave Sullivan, making his way in unusual attire across the director's box to someone who is meant to be a man of the people. You're meant to be with your supporters, not up in the director's box. When we went to see Reading play, you made me sit in the away end. We didn't go up into the director's box.
Yeah, that was a miserable night, wasn't it? Thanks to Steve. Listen, Steve, thanks very much for coming in. Best of luck the rest of the season, and we'll see you next season too, hopefully. Graham, Steve, thanks very much. Join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.
1 down, 59,999 to go. The very first seat at the Emirates Stadium has been fitted. Abu Diaby sampled the view, and the French midfielder is in awe of his club's magnificent new home.
It's unbelievable. I think this is a very, very big stadium and a beautiful stadium, and I hope play in this stadium to win some trophy with Arsenal. Yeah, maybe Champions League next year.
The Emirates Stadium's built for comfort. All 60,000 seats will be padded and upholstered, a first for the UK. And it's not just the players who are impressed. This lucky fan had won the chance to be the first Arsenal supporter to try out the stadium's very first seat. So what's the view like then?
It's amazing. You can see the pitch from all angles, and it's yeah, an incredible stadium.
You've got comfy seats as well,
yes.
Padded.
They're very nicely padded and very spacious as well.
This state-of-the-art stadium will replace nearby Highbury, the home of Arsenal since 1913. 1,300 builders are working on the project. The grass will be sown in April, with the stadium ready in July. This is how it will look when it's finished. 150 corporate boxes, helping to almost double the club's current matchday revenue. And could this man be playing at the Emirates Stadium? David Beckham's been linked with a move to Arsenal since they knocked Real Madrid out of the Champions League. So are the Premiership side interested?
Let's wait and see. I mean, I think that Arsenal answered a question from a journalist, and it kind of gets exaggerated a little bit as you go along.
But it's certainly the sort of stadium that he'd enjoy playing at.
I think it's a stadium that any great player would like to play at. It's a magnificent stadium in the heart of London, and I think that anybody would love to play on a pitch that we will create here, which will be as good as Highbury's.
And so the magnificent Emirates Stadium rapidly takes shape. Arsenal will now be hoping their team can deliver the Champions League football their new home so richly deserves. Dan Rowan, Sky Sports.
It's not exactly a regular haunt for Arsenal's first team. The only penalties you'll find in this Highbury library usually dished out for late returns. Today, though, the Premier League Reading Stars scheme has a special guest.
Mr. Philip, send us!
It's different, and I really like it because I get to meet Arsenal fans, future Arsenal fans, and do things for the community. It's a great thing. When I was growing up, we didn't have any footballers coming to our school, or libraries, so it's a good feeling to do.
Who here likes Arsenal? Yeah! Who here likes reading? Yeah!
You chose a book as part of this scheme. Tell us what you chose.
I chose The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho. It's a story about a guy that has a goal, a dream, and he wants to go there, he wants to be there, and he follows his path. And it's something that, you know, I relate to in a way, but at the same time, you know, it's a story, so you have to keep in mind that.
Hands up if you have a question for Philippe. Yes, Daniel.
Who's your favourite Arsenal player?
My favorite Arsenal player? I used to have the posters in my bedroom, and I used to have Patrick, I used to have Thierry, so I'd say Thierry.
It's made mixed reading for you this year, looking at Arsenal's progress.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, we're in a process of learning and and growing up as a team, and I think that's what we've been doing this season.
Thierry Henry goes for it. Oh, what a goal!
I think we've been doing quite well, and now with the recent results, I think the team has grown up in confidence and just in quality as well.
An increasingly astute reader of the game, Senderos has helped Arsenal stack up 6 Champions League clean sheets this season. They're carrying England's banner with some pride.
Every game is an experience, and it's a very good test. And we try to learn from every game to get better.
What did coming through those 2 games with Real Madrid do for you?
It was special for me because my dad is Spanish, and always supported Real Madrid. I've got family who are season ticket holders in Madrid, so it was a bit special in that way. But yeah, it was a great experience, and to play in a stadium like the Bernabeu, and then play at Highbury in front of a overexcited or very excited crowd has been a great experience.
Senderos is also looking forward to an extended season with Switzerland and Germany this summer. Back home, their first appearance at a World Cup finals in 12 years has captured the imagination.
It's a dream. Since I was a kid, I wanted to play for my country, and and be in the big tournaments. There's been a lot of work done with the young players in Switzerland, and now we can see the results. First with the under-17s who were European champions, then the under-21s who did very well, and now you can see all those players coming through and knocking at the door in the first team.
The group stages, France, you'll know quite a bit about one or two of their players, and Mr. Thierry Henry springs to mind.
Yeah, we know a lot about them because we played against them in the qualifiers as well, so it's going to be an interesting match. We've got qualities, and France will have the pressure on their shoulders. They have to perform. We're there to defend our colours and try to do our best.
It was a tough introduction for Senderos, but the Arsenal fans are taking to him. What do you make of him then, Martin?
Well, he's another young lad that's been thrust into the Premiership. Similar, I would say, to some of the young Middlesbrough players. And he's had some very good games and some games perhaps where he's just taken a little dip. But more recently, he looks like he's got stronger and more powerful to be able to cope. And looks like a solid centre-back for the future.
Sure.
It's a good book he's reading.
Yeah. And Sol Campbell talking about defenders, it looks like Mark, he could be on his way back soon.
Sol Campbell, yeah, I think he played in a specially arranged game the other day, so he's not far away, which is good news for them. And I think Ashley Cole shouldn't be too far away. So all of a sudden, when you looked at the back four of like Aboué, Touré, Senderos and Flamini, you've got Cole and Campbell to come in there, so it's only going to strengthen it.
Senderos also mentioned Thierry Henry as one of his favourite players at Arsenal. All this continued speculation about his future. Will he stay? Will he go to Barcelona, one of the interested parties? How do you see that one going, Lee?
Well, I think if Arsenal don't finish top four and they don't end up winning the European Cup, then I think it's going to be very tough to hold on to him. You know, he's probably one of the top 3 centre forwards in the world, and he wants to play on the biggest stage. And if they can't get into Europe, then it's going to be tough for him.
Just makes you think that countdown outside Highbury to their move to Ashburton Grove, is it the ground move or is it his future?
Both.
Possibly.
Both.